Today I am doing a bit of conditioning. I've got my fight in 3 weeks, so it's going to be air bike sprints into my bag rounds. I'm going to vary the calories that I'm sprinting. And yeah, just trying to sort of mimic being in a fight, being in a hard wrestle, scramble, breaking away, trying to keep the shots nice and fast, nice and hard, and yeah, still flowing rather than sprint, rest, bags, you know. Closer to the fight, a bit more intense, just trying to sort of mimic how I'm going to feel in the fight. I mean, I'm never going to be able to mimic it fully, but get as close as I can. Doing this, doing my hard sparring rounds. But yeah, let's get after it. And again, thanks to my sponsors, Cartel, That Prize Guy, IY Commissioning. Couldn't do it without you. So yeah, let's do what I'm sponsored to do. Let's train hard and then let's get the win. I used to always wear the polar heart rate strap, but I haven't for a while. I mean, when I'm doing my kettlebells and my weight training, I just have the Apple Watch. I mean, I know it's not accurate, but yeah, I just have that just for those things. But I used to always have my polar heart rate monitor on the strap around my body, so I used to track it as much as I could. But now I know when I'm pushing myself to the max. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing with the numbers anyway, so I just train hard and then hopefully fight easy. So as well, here's a little tip for people when they're doing their sprints on their air bikes or whatever cardio machine they're using. If you just come around here, you can see I've been just at a steady pace for 2 minutes 30 and I've done 25 calories. I do calorie sprints rather than doing a time limit sprint. So rather than a 30-second sprint, I'll do a 20-calorie sprint. So say the first 20-calorie sprint takes me a minute, just say. The next one might take me a minute and 10. The next one might take me a minute 30. But I hit that number each time I do it rather than a 30-second burst. You know, sometimes you're doing a 30-second burst. The first one, you're giving it big stacks. The second one, it's just you're too tired to go. You're not really pushing yourself like that. If you know you're getting the calories, whether it's as hard as you can, and you're going really flat out and you're looking quick, and then 3 sprints in, you're looking like you're at a jog pace, but still, that's your sprint because you fatigued yourself. At least you know you're hitting that number, and I think that's the best way to do it. Don't do timed sprints, hit calories. I get when you're outside hill running and stuff, you can't do that. But if you got an air bike, hit up those calorie sprints. Yeah, so the thing with the blackout as well is, when I was younger, I was getting tattooed when I was like 17, and I was going to some guy in his house. And I was coming to him with the tattoos I wanted, you know. I had these pictures and I'm saying to him, oh, I want to get this. And he'd take my phone, look at it and go, nah, you don't want that, you want this, it's better. And in hindsight now I know it's because he couldn't do what I was asking him to do. He was just doing the tattoos he could do. But at the time I was young and dumb and I thought, oh, he obviously knows best. He knows what tattoos I should have. And then yeah, I just got plastered and loads of shit tattoos. Hence why I've got so many blackouts. Hence why I've got so many just like crazy cover-ups. Yeah, so I've got loads of shit tattoos for that reason, because I put my trust into somebody when I was younger, and now I'm older. Obviously I fucked up, but I've not been tattooed for nearly a year and a half coming up to now, and that's because I told myself I weren't going to get tattooed again until I'm in the UFC. So that's why I've got no tattoos coming, you know. That's why I've got nothing, and yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully when I'm in the UFC I'll celebrate with a tattoo again and start trying to get the patches and all that covered, but until then, no more tattoos. That blackout can stay how it is. An incomplete blackout, as you can see. So yeah. Right, so as well, I've got Guy with me today doing my sprints, and he's told me, because he's on camera, that he only wants to do 10 calories. So what I'm doing for today is I'm going to start with some 20-calorie sprints. I'm going to have my gloves on. I'm going to jump off after my 20-calorie sprint straight onto my sharp bag rounds. Now, Guy is not a fighter. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. So he's just going to be doing his 10-calorie sprints off complete rest, okay? But I'm going to be going for my 20-calorie sprints, jumping off straight into my bag rounds. The bag rounds ain't going to be timed. I'm just getting off, getting after it. Like I'm in a fight, scramble, off, making sure I'm staying sharp with my hands. But yeah, let's get after it. Start Guy from the beginning. And then let's go, 10 calorie sprint. He's a big old boy, so he'll do this rapid. And as we can see, that was too easy for him, but he don't want to be sick on camera. Not so much at the minute. I used to work with Adam Hale a lot, but I haven't been in with him for a while. He's busy doing his own training at the minute. I get in with him when I can, once a week, but a lot of the time it's just sort of taking bits that I've learned from him and other people and knowing my body myself and just transferring that over. And yeah, just getting... I know what... Some people need other people to push them in workouts, whereas I'm the other way around, you know, I can push myself more. I'm not somebody that's doing sprints on a treadmill and I need people around me saying, come on, come on, come on, to push me. That puts me the other way. I think in my head, fuck off, just let me do the sprints, I'm gonna do them. So yeah, I don't particularly need people to push me in the sessions. Of course, there's always that little bit of a push you can get from somebody, but the majority of it, I sort of know, get in here, get a hard session and get out. Get up, we're about to get it. That's too easy, that 10 calorie. I can see that.
Not too easy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Come on. See, you don't get that knackered in a fight. But yeah, I thought it was wicked. I think, I don't know, look, I just think a true MMAist that's gonna, look, MMA is the path of least resistance. If you're fighting somebody, look, if I'm fighting a Pereira, I'm taking the fight the path of least resistance. I'm only going to strike to get my level change, my entries. I'm going to take them down. But these guys are, like they're doing like they've got something to prove. I get that it's entertainment, but look what's happening to them when they're trying to stand with them, they're getting flatlined. So I've seen Ankalaev called for a shot next, but he said, I don't need the grappling. I've got the striking to knock you out. I just think, I get it. There's being brave and there's being stupid in it. It's a very fine line. But if I was fighting him, man, I'm taking him down, submitting him. But each to their own, I suppose. It's strange because he stands like his hips are forward. He stands upright when he fights. It just looks like it'd be so easy to take him down, but you don't know till you're in there with him, do you? The camera can see that that's too easy for you.
Things too easy to put in the comments.
I know, yeah. If you think he can do, well, to be fair, what did that make you do the last time? 15s, and he was in a different planet, lying down on the ground, gone green. I'll have to. That can be the little thumbnail picture of just you green lying on the floor. It's hard to get a good hard grip with these. I need to do it with my MMA gloves, I think. Come on. Oh, fuck off. Piece of piss that was. Right. I'm gonna put my little gloves on. Oh, and it's like, I had a little kick off on my Facebook the other day. Did it on Facebook, so it's more personal than Instagram, but I had a message from somebody that, you know, when I was younger, we used to hang around 14, 15, and he messaged me saying, do you actually get paid for fights? And I said, well, yeah, obviously. I wouldn't fight for free. And he says, I mean, I would fight for free, but I have 3 young kids, so obviously that's not possible. But I said, no, obviously not. Obviously I get paid. And he replied, oh, fucking hell. I thought that your partner must have just had a really good job and paid for you to do everything. And I thought, you cheeky bastard. And then he made it worse by saying, if I knew you got paid for it, I'd have done it ages ago. And I just thought, you fucking... Do you know what I mean? Yeah, people don't realise how much you actually put into this sport. They just literally think it's, I wake up, I'm just naturally good at fighting, and I just wake up on the fight day and go, yeah, fuck it, go on, and I'll have a fight today. You think, it's mad. I always think whoever wins is the one that's trained the hardest. I've always thought that right from the beginning, so I've always just tried to train as hard as I could. And my thing is, when I win or when I lose, when I win, great, okay. But when I lose, I just think, look, I did everything I could. It weren't like, oh, of course, there's always going to be things you think, oh, I could have done that. Rather than the 20 calorie sprints, I could have done 25s. And there's always going to be that in your head because we're only human. But I just think to myself in a fight, whatever's going to happen is going to happen now, but I've done everything in my power to try and make sure that I'm going to win this fight. And if it doesn't go my way, look, it's gone my way the large majority of it. I think my record's like 54 wins and 3 losses across all combat sports that I've done. And people go, oh, that's a fucking good go, and it's 54 wins, 3 losses, but the 3 losses fucking haunt me. Like, I'm like, fucking should never have got them, but I'm only human at the end of the day. I make mistakes. I can have bad rehydrations. I can have bad performances on the night. We're just human, but try to do as much as I can in the, not even an off season, because there isn't an off season in MMA. I just try to stay in shape all year round. And then when a fight comes, it's just about building. It's not about, right, now I need to get in shape. It's just about, okay, now I need to tighten everything up, peak things. I do stuff like, we do these sprints all the time, but maybe I won't be doing the backgrounds in between, or I do the sprints and I get off on a shadow box, but I do the sprint, I get off, I give myself 10 seconds, then I have a bit of a shadow box. Whereas I just tighten things up when it gets close to the fight. I might do my sprint, I might jump straight off, and I'm almost falling off the bikes. I'm trying to get off as quick as I can straight into my shadow box, and it's just, that's how you got to build it. A camp.
Being ready, I said you just got 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. And just, yeah, we just need to see. I mean, I'm going up a weight class for the next fight because it's obviously a short time, and it's not like I have to put on weight to be up a weight class. I just don't have to lose as much. I mean, for 66, sometimes I'm killing myself getting down to that weight, you know?
Yeah, the camera's right.
Yeah, 66, sometimes I'm killing myself to get down to that weight, but 70 is still going to be a big old cut, just nothing like 66 is, you know? I get to sort of 75, 74, my body just, yeah. But my body stops at that. So when my body stops, okay, I've only got 4 or 5 kilos left to drop. Whereas when it's 66, my body stops and it's, okay, we've got 7, 8, 9 kilos left to cut. So it's a bit of a horror making 66. Sometimes when I'm fighting at 66, I don't even think about the fight. I think about the weight cut the whole camp. I'm like, right, weight cut, weight cut, weight cut. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm fighting tomorrow. I've done the weight cut now. It's fucking mental. I'll just, if it's going to be a late notice one, I'll have to go in at lightweight. Because like I said, physically, my body don't go much lower than 75, 74, but ideally I want to be a featherweight in the UFC. But look, let's never say never. Let me see how I feel fighting at 70 this next fight. You never know. I might fight at 70 this next fight and be like, fucking hell, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I need to be 70. I just need to see how I feel on the night when I'm in there.
You got a manager?
Yeah, I've got manager. Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, see all the people that are coming up for Cage Warriors.
I'm going on. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Dana White just don't like my shit tattoos. I don't know.
Oh, mate, it's worse fucking tattoos.
I'll just see. Look, I've always been pro UFC. I've never been against it. I know some guys, yeah, fuck UFC. I've always been pro. Always from the beginning. When I got into the sport, people said, oh, would you ever go be at Bellator? I said, nah. I said, I want to be a UFC fighter. I want the day to come where a lot of people go, oh, do you do UFC? And I've got to go, nah, I do MMA. I can't wait for the day when someone goes, do you do UFC? And I go, yeah, I do actually. That's going to be a little milestone in my head. I'm going to think, yeah, that's fucking sick that I can say that. Because now I have to correct them. Oh, no, I do MMA. I sort of say it football terms. I say like, oh, I think with football, I say like UFC's Premier League, whereas I'm in League One. And they're like, oh, yeah, I understand that. But it'd be nice to go, yeah, I do UFC actually, yeah. So we'll see. Only time will tell. Right, that's 320s now. I'm going to drop it down to 15s. You're just going to stay on 10 because 10's a piece of piss, okay? So normally as well, when I'm out of camp, a little one for anybody that wants to do some air bike sprints and you're not a fighter or anything like that. A good one to do is, I do 20 calorie sprint, then I do 5 calories just ticking over. So at a slow, normal pace. Then I do a 15 calorie, 5 ticking over. 10 calorie, 5 ticking over. And I'll do that as a round. I'll have a little rest and I'll do 3 rounds of that. That's a good way to judge your fitness. You don't need no gloves on or anything like that. You just 20 calorie sprint, 5-second rest. 15 calorie sprint, 5-second rest. 10 calorie sprint, 5 calorie rest, sorry. So that's a good one to try if you want to smash out an air bike. Now these should look a little bit better because I've got little gloves I can actually grip it now and it's only 15 calories. Let's go. We've battered that air bike, haven't we? Here, think we need a new one soon. The air bike's been destroyed. It's like jumping off the chain, isn't it? Oh.
I don't know what I did there. I think it started.
I've never seen him go so fast on that in my life.
Hey, this is average.
I'm putting the cameras on more often. Yeah. That almost flew off the ground, man.
We're in that space again.
Are you getting that way again? Oh, look at that. Lies down off shot. That's what he did. Clever, that, isn't it? Oh, good.
He's calling you know.
You slowly slide out a shot. The thing is, do you not think that with every exercise, you think that you're fit till you do something else? Like, I think I'm fully fit, but I bet you if I went with like a track runner or I went with like a high level swimmer, I'd be like, I ain't fit. And just vice versa. It's just all different body systems, isn't it? I mean, everybody's just like almost turning into proper hybrid athletes now, aren't they? Like, the swimmers are crossing over doing other things, the runners are crossing over. Everybody just, to be the best at everything, to be the best at your craft, I think you need to have a little bit of everything. I think everything's unique in its own way. I would never ever say anybody's sport's easy. I think everything's, I mean, footballers get absolutely battered like with their knees and that, don't they? I fucking couldn't do all that turning, twisting, stopping. Rugby players, when they're clashing into each other, I know people think you're mental because in MMA you get booted in the knee in the head, but sometimes I've hit takedowns on people, and when you're flattened on your shoulder, you're like, oh, I just think two big, massive 100-kilo men hitting into each other. Even that, I just think it's fucking mental. The thought of MMA in my head, I'm like, fuck that. But then I actually do it as a sport, so. You just don't know, though, when they're that big. You don't know, though, when they're that big, though, you don't know, man. Anything can happen when they're that big.
That is it, because he's going to have a bomb on him.
Like, I seen them, that Brian Shaw's getting interviewed. And but they were asking him about MMA fighters, and he's like, they ask him like McGregor, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, I think so. But until look, no one's ever going to see a man that big in real life. Look, on a day-to-day, he's fucking, if he grabbed, I'm telling you now, I'm very confident in myself, but if he grabbed the hold of me, I bet you he could crush my head if he wanted to. If he grabbed hold of me, grabbed my head and crushed it, there's no way, man, he'd fucking break. You have to.
6'9", 350.
I get when they're saying like Francis Ngannou though, and he's like that Ngannou, because Ngannou's big, you wouldn't be able to crush Ngannou like you could any. But like him versus McGregor, if he grabbed his head, I reckon that he could genuinely go and just crush his head if he wanted to. So look, this is exactly what I said to him. I've got him to start coming to jiu-jitsu now, and like when I'm rolling with him now, I'm tapping him, I'm sweeping him, I'm sort of doing what I want with him. But I said to him, in 6 months to a year's time, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Like, the gap will close very fast because you are that much bigger than me. But I think people used to think I'm joking when I say it, but as soon as they get a blue belt level where they understand to not get swept, not get submitted, and it's game over for a smaller guy. There's not really much you can do. I can just almost survive the round and try to be fast and hope I jump on a submission. But when you start getting like 20, 30, 40 kilo differences, it's very slim that you're gonna do anything against them. Yeah.
That's against like another fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Like, I go with no idea because the fatigue would get them. I could batter a normal 100-kilo man because the fatigue would get him as well, would set him. I know people think, yeah, but I got one bang. Yeah, but you need to land a one bang. And even if you land it, you're probably not going to knock me out. I'm probably going to still be there. But as soon as they got a bit behind them, like a year's worth of training, that's pretty much it for smaller guys. Unless they've got, some people are just born with that absolute one bang. Like, small guys just have that one bang knock you out. Then, this is like the same thing with, I was saying to my coaches, they said, oh, UFC, why are you not on the UFC? That's what everybody's saying. And I'm saying, like, maybe it's because I'm not knocking people out. That's probably the reason, but. Yeah, I know. But the thing all I would say is, right, is anybody can land a lucky punch. You can close your eyes, wing a shot, and knock somebody out. True? You can't land a lucky submission. You can't just jump on someone and luckily land in an armbar or a triangle, because you need to execute it with technique. You don't just jump into it and it's fully locked in and you go, oh, I don't know how that happened. Do you know what I'm saying? So even if you jumped onto a triangle, like, didn't mean it, landed in it, you still have to pull it all in, lock it off, pull the head, push your hips. But you can luckily knock somebody out. That's what I'm saying. When I'm taking people down, I'm taking their back and submitting them. There's an art to doing that. It's not like I've just closed my eyes, banged them with a shot and knocked them spark out. I mean, I would like to do that. If someone said to me, your submissions will drop by 20%, but I'll give you a mad one-bang power, I'd be like, gives that power and fuck it. But some people are just born with it. I've sparred with people that are like it. They're smaller than me and they've just got that mad power. They've hit me with a shot, not wobbled me or anything like that. My head's swollen when they've hit me. I'm thinking, fucking hell, man, they must just fucking absolutely have a crack. But that's just something I weren't born with. It's mad one-punch power. Maybe it'll come one day, but evidently I ain't got it at the minute. I fucking hurt my hand when I punch people hard in the head. Yeah, I just got to keep chipping away. Look, Some people, I think though, some people when they got the mad one punch power rely on the one punch power. I rely on being technical and being fit. Do you know what I mean? Fitness is a good asset to have, but technique's the most important. Strength beats technique. That's what my coach always told me. Strength beats technique one-on-one, but when you chain techniques together, it beats strength. So you might go for an armbar. Strength will probably beat it if they pull their arm back, but then you switch it to a bicep crush. Then you switch back to an armbar. Then you're going to get it because you're doubling and tripling the techniques versus the strength. Do you know what I mean? You can't just double strength. You can't be like, you can't have your max deadlift 200 and go, right, now I'm going to do 400 because I just feel like doing it. It doesn't work like that. But that was a very long rest I had there, so I'll take that. You should come more often, I get longer rests. Oh, fuck that, I'm doing a 10. I know. He's done, that's not, he's happy. Oh. Fuck me. Found me, I was just... That's it done, mate. Just a short, sharp sprint. They're bastards. You know the amount of people I've had be sick doing them? Yeah. How was that?
Oh, fucking turn it off.
At least we got that on video. Whenabouts was that? Whenabouts? Oh, fuck's sake.
What a swallow again for starting.
It's calories, mate. He's bulking. Guys, as well, just let me know in the comments what you want to see. Again, I'm sort of trial and error here with what you want to see. The kettlebell routine, the strength and conditioning, the sprint work. I'm just trying to give you as much insight as I can. But if you just want to watch the BJJ sessions, I teach the striking sessions, sparring, whatever, just let me know. Even if it's like day to day. You know what I mean? I'm a full-time athlete, got a gym, I've got 3 kids. So yeah, anything you just want to see, even if you just want to see what it's like day in the life, just let me know. But thanks for watching as always.